Welcome to day 8 of AI and Data Science Interview Question for Freshers. 5 questions into 100 days, 500 interview questions challenge. What is overfitting and how do you prevent it? Overfitting is like memorizing the textbook but failing the exam. Your model learns noise instead of knowledge. Overfitting happens when a model performs well on training data but poorly on unseen data. It memorizes patterns including noise instead of generalizing. I use techniques like cross validation, regularization, dropout, and neural networks, and simpler models to prevent it. One real world example that I applied is in a patient outcome prediction project, we added dropout layers and early stopping, which improved test accuracy and reduced variance. What is the difference between bagging and boosting? Bagging builds a team of equal voters. Boosting builds a debate club where each speaker fixes the last one's mistake. Bagging, like random forest, trains multiple models in parallel on different data samples to reduce variance. Boosting, like XGBoost, trains models sequentially. Each new model tries to correct errors from the previous one, reducing bias. I have used bagging for stable, low variance tasks and boosting when accuracy mattered most, like in a fraud detection model that needed to spot rare patterns. How do you choose the right algorithm for a problem? Answering this question is most important part of the interview. Choosing the right algorithm is like picking a vehicle. Sometimes you need a bike, sometimes a rocket. I start by identifying the problem type, classification, regression, clustering, etc. And sometimes we will get image data set as well. So we need to check if neural network is applicable for this or not. And then assess the data, its size, quality, and whether the relationships are linear or non-linear. If I need something quick and interpretable, like an early stage analysis or regulated industries, I'll go with logistic regression or decision trees. But if performance is the priority, I turn to ensemble methods like random forest or XGBoost. For example, in a churn prediction task, I begin with decision trees to explain the model to stakeholders. Once the direction was validated, I scaled up to XGBoost, which boosted accuracy significantly. Ultimately, I balance accuracy, speed, and interpretability based on the use case. What is cross validation and why is it important? Cross validation is like testing a product on different people before launching. It protects against blind spots. Cross validation splits the data into multiple parts to train and validate the model on different subsets, helping estimate how it will perform on unseen data. I often use scaffold cross validation, especially when the data set is small or imbalanced. It helps avoid overfitting and provides a more reliable performance metric. I once worked with medical data where using just a single validation set gave misleading accuracy. Cross validation fixed that. Explain the concept of embeddings in AI. Embeddings are how AI turns meaning into math, converting words, users, or items into numbers with context. Embeddings represent high dimensional data, like text, users, or items in a lower dimensional vector space. They preserve relationships, so similar things are closer together. In NLP, word embeddings like word to vector or bird capture semantic meaning. I used embeddings in a recommendation system where we learned item vectors based on user behavior. It dramatically improved personalization. Before you walk into your next data science interview, here is a tip that's helped me stand out. Don't just learn algorithms, learn how to communicate your decisions behind them. Whether it's choosing a model, handling missing data, preventing overfitting. Hiring managers want to know how to think, not just what you know. Bring context, bring trade offs, and always bring real world examples. That's what separates a coder from a problem solver. And remember, simple explanations beat complex jargon. If you can't explain it to a non technical person, you probably don't understand it well enough yet. Practice that skill. It's a game changer in interviews and real life.